All right, welcome Titan fans to beautiful Carlisle Stadium here, Dr. Doane Hakes Stadium here in Carlisle for tonight's matchup against the 1-0 Carlisle Wildcats and your 1-0 Titans. We are about 10 minutes from kickoff. The national anthem has been played, so we've got some lineup stuff to do here, just a couple things. We'll be kicking off here shortly, so skies all around us, a little bit of lightning in the area, some rain in the area, but we've been lucky enough to keep the weather away, so it looks like we will start on time, and according to the forecast, it doesn't appear that weather will be an issue tonight. So it's really turned into a really kind of a nice night here. Pretty strong wind out of the west, so the wind could play a role for the Titans, maybe not Carlisle so much. On paper, tonight's game appears to be a really good matchup against two teams with pretty high expectations for the season, and two teams coming off of great starts last week. So again, I am Jim Dermody. I'm the filling in for the voice of Titan football. Burke Swenson couldn't make it tonight, so you'll have to settle for me, and I'll do the best I can to bring you the action tonight and make sure everybody out there knows what's going on. So a little bit about Carlisle. Carlisle 8-1 last year, losing in the first round of the playoffs. I'm told they lost a good number of players off that team, but also returned 16 seniors. So again, Carlisle, a team with high expectations. And as you know, Titans coming off a quarterfinal appearance last year in 4A, led by senior quarterback Max Duggan and a number of other seniors, also expecting big things this year. As you know, most of you know, we were 4A last year, played 4A district play, and moving down to 3A this year. Obviously, that creates some unfamiliar opponents when you get redistrict. No more unfamiliar opponent than Carlisle. I believe maybe the first matchup ever between these two teams. So a little bit about Carlisle. As I said, 8-1 season last year, coming off a playoff appearance. 16 seniors returned from Carlisle, so very experienced team that looks to be very much in the mix this year in the Central Iowa 3A landscape. Coming off a hard-fought 25-20 win over Winterset last week. Winterset, a team the Titans will see later this year in a district battle, and a team predicted to be a very good team this year. So as stated, Carlisle appears to be a very tough matchup tonight for Lewis Central, and tonight's game will obviously give us a little bit of an idea of kind of where we stack up and with a team like Winterset, who we'll see in district play. In terms of style, Carlisle is going to bring a very, very different brand of football tonight than what the Titans saw last week against Sergeant Bluff, and really going to present some very different challenges. Very, very big team last week in their win over Winterset. Just a ground and pound offense. Had three guys with double-digit carries. Quarterback only 5 pass attempts, 1 completion out of 5 for 12 yards, and that is in a win. So obviously Carlisle is going to line up against us, and no tricks. We know what's coming from Carlisle. They're going to run straight at us. So a little bit different than what we saw from last week with Sergeant Bluff. More of a team that tried to spread us out and use their speed. So challenge for Coach Camrad, Coach Duggan, and our offensive staff, but also Coach Hanfin and the defensive staff to kind of change gears a little bit and prepare for a far different type of football team this week. So it'll be fun to see how the Titans can respond to that. Definitely a challenge. Carlisle goes with quarterback Teague and Wyckoff, and Wyckoff made the switch from running back last year to quarterback this year, so a little bit of inexperience from a quarterback perspective, but he was the 4th leading rusher on the team last year. Did not attempt a pass last year, and so he attempted 5 last week. So very much a running threat over a passing threat. He ran it 16 times last week for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns, so they will lean heavily on quarterback Teague and Wyckoff. Running back Ethan Reed, he carried a heavy load for Carlisle last week, 26 carries for 144 yards and a touchdown. So he also obviously plays a huge role in Carlisle's offense. So what we'll see tonight from Carlisle, I think it's pretty simple, pretty clear. They are going to line up offensively and defensively, and they're going to come right at the Titans and attempt to kind of pose their will and win the battle up front. So I expect a very physical game this week, and like I said last week, Titans more of a spread out kind of run around type of game, and this week they're really going to have to be prepared for much more physical team that's probably going to bring just a little bit more toughness in the trenches. So That's going to be something that we'll keep an eye on as the game goes. Whoever wins that battle at the line of scrimmage is really obviously going to have some big advantages. Last week, offensively, 62 rush attempts for Carlisle compared to 5 passing attempts. So no rusher for Carlisle averaged more than 5 yards a carry. So no question what they're going to do. They don't appear to be a big play team. They're big. They're going to line up and try to put some drives together and keep their offense on the field as long as possible. Probably the best defense for our Max Duggan-led offense is that Max is standing on the sideline. So that's what Carlisle is going to give us tonight. They're going to prevent some challenges from a lot of different areas, different than what we saw from Sergeant Bluff last week. So for the Titans, obviously we all know that things offensively start with Max Duggan. Max led very balanced attack last week. Again, the Titans will attempt to create that good balance between the running game and Max with his 2 senior wide receivers, Josh Simmons and Dane Norville, his 2 senior running backs, and Mike Gittens and Calvin Fricky. So those 5 seniors will look to come out tonight and establish some balance, mix it up between the running game and the passing game, and if they can do that, create that same balance as last week. Last week, I think we just over 200 yards rushing and 200 yards in the air. So if we can create that kind of balance offensively, we should make things pretty difficult for Carlisle. So the wind is going to play a factor with our offense, no question. Going into the wind, it's really going to take that big play opportunity away from the Titans. Last week had a number of big plays up over 30 yards in the passing game and a couple in the running game. But so when we go from west to east tonight with the wind at our back, obviously that big play capability is there, and going into the wind might be a little bit more of a challenge. Obviously we have a weapon in the passing game in Max Duggan that most teams don't have. So Max certainly can operate against the wind. Not that he can't, but that's going to pose a little bit of a different challenge this week. Defensively, like I said, it's all going to start up front. Be prepared for a very physical game tonight. Really does start up front with our 4D linemen that all played for the Titans. Played a great game last week. Starting with junior Brady Miller, he was an absolute terror last week against Sergeant Bluff. I think he put up an area best 4 tackles for loss. So his athleticism and speed off the edge was something Sergeant Bluff they just couldn't handle. So we'll see if he can repeat that tonight and continue to be a force there. He's coupled on the other end and another very athletic and speedy guy, and Julian Brown on the other defensive end position. So those 2 guys will look to continue wreaking havoc out on the edge. Probably the 2 most important guys tonight, defensive tackles. They'll be in charge of slowing down this very big offensive line from Carlisle and this very powerful running game. Obviously, we all know Division I recruit Logan Jones at defensive tackle. We know what we're going to get from Logan. He will be obviously very, very key tonight in neutralizing that running game. And then we have on the other defensive tackle position, freshman Hunter Dale. So huge test for Hunter tonight. He got introduced to varsity football last week and really played a nice game for a freshman in his first varsity outing. And tonight's going to be just a little bit tougher for him. The guys across from him are going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger tonight. So it'll be key for him to hang in there and provide some punch there in the middle of the field. Middle linebackers, inside linebackers, Brendan Kobus, Tevin Statzer. Tevin coming off a game where he was, if not the leader, one of the leaders in the area in tackles. Feel like he's probably going to have an opportunity to do that again. He and Kobus both are going to be key in stopping the run tonight. So those front 6 guys, along with our 2 outside linebackers, Colby Roth and Jake Lear, really pose a pretty formidable front 8 that's really going to get challenged tonight up front. Maybe the biggest challenge they see from a size perspective in Carlisle. So interesting to see how things are going to go. Obviously, we know we've got senior Dane Norville, senior Julian Neitzer at the corner positions. Josh Simmons, senior at safety. Josh suffered from mono and did not play defense last week, so we'll see if he plays defense this week. Now we got junior Jordan Wardlow be back there, and those guys are really going to have to be prepared for, not give up that big play. Running teams like this, like Carlisle, they'll try to punch it right at you and every once in a while sneak a play over the top. So those guys will have to stay disciplined, helping the running game, but also not give up that big play. So Like I said, big game here, about ready to go. Carlisle players have made their run on the field. Big home crowd for Carlisle tonight. Pretty good crowd for Lewis Central as well, traveling over 2 hours. So just about ready for kickoff. Captains on their way out. We'll see here in just a second what we're going to get with the kickoff. Appears captains tonight for Lewis Central, number 5, Drake Nettles, number 14, Josh Simmons, number 21, Dane Norville, and number 59, Caleb Putnam will be the Titan captains tonight. So big night in area football, 3A especially tonight. Big night. Some things may kind of shake out in terms of on paper who's going to be some of the district favorites. Looks like the Titans have won the toss and they will receive. So offense will start out tonight, hopefully anyway. But Carlisle will kick off. Carlisle has taken the wind at their back, so Carlisle will kick into the wind to the Titans. So the Titan offense will start out against the wind. Go back to 3A tonight. Big night in 3A football. This game, a huge game for the Titans. Back home, we have Sergeant Bluff Luton taking on Harlan. Obviously, Titans, an impressive win over Sergeant Bluff last night. They take on Harlan, another district foe. And then Glenwood taking on Sioux City Heelan tonight. So it'll be interesting to watch those scores and see how things shake out. Obviously, a lot of season left, but some games tonight at least give some ideas on paper, at least, of who some of those favorites are going to be in 3A. So gonna be fun to watch. So we're getting ready to go here. Looks like first update, Harlan leading Sergeant Bluff 6-0 in the first quarter. So we'll try to give you as many updates as possible. So all right, so Carlisle out, getting ready for our kickoff here. Back deep for Lewis Central. Looks like we have 2 seniors, Dane Norville and Josh Simmons. Kicking off here for Carlisle, 31, Garrett Pienkowski. Simmons going to get an opportunity to return it. He receives it at the 1. Finds a little space up the middle of the field. Good return by Josh. A 30-yard return. It's going to set the Titans up here on the first drive, right about 30-yard line. They will be into the win. Good return there by Josh, and a nice job by the Carlisle kicker. He dropped that ball right down on the 1-yard line. Couldn't really ask for anything better, but Josh did a nice job of getting it and finding a little crease early and getting us out away from our own end zone. So Titans will start out 4 receivers. Duggan in the gun, Fricky in the backfield. There's a quick little hitch to Norville. He catches it, turns, gets himself upfield. Looks like he's going to have a first down. So Titans come out just a little quick game here right away to get a little tempo on the offense. That'll be a goal tonight. Is Coach Duggan and Coach Camrad, they really like when they can establish a good quick tempo, get the ball in Max's hands, get it out, and let some of our playmakers, Norville and Simmons, and looks like Jordan Wardlow out there as well. Duggan in the shotgun, Brady Miller and Calvin Fricky in the backfield with him. Here's a little read option. Duggan's got a big gain. Max gets loose there, held the handoff out there, pulled it, nice fake. Fricky did a nice job of selling it, and Max read it and got upfield for, looks like Max got about close to 15 yards there. So right away, that a quick tempo game for the Titans. 2 plays, 2 first downs. So on the move. Same personnel in for Lewis Central here. Here's a handoff for Fricky. Nothing there for him. He gets swarmed up by a host of Clarinda tacklers, Carlisle tacklers, led by number 74, Nathan McCormick. That'll bring up, looks like a loss of 1 there, so bring up 2nd and 11 for Lewis Central. Try to keep you updated as much as possible with personnel. Titans run a lot of guys in and out. Looks like we're back to a 4 receiver set. Knights are in now with Simmons, Norville, Wardlow, and Fricky. Quick game a little bit, just a little hitch there by Norville. Max put some velocity on that. Great job by Dane to haul that in. The ball was a little bit high, and he hung on there, so gets us in a manageable situation. 3rd and 5 here from the Carlisle 35-yard line. Looks like the right side of the Lewis Central line got Trevor Griffin and Mason Lucy. Caleb Putnam at center. Logan Jones over on the left side at tackle. Not sure. Looks like Eli Jones right tackled. Gets the corner there. He's going to pick up about 10 for another Titan first down. So Titans first drive here coming out looking like a great start so far. Little quick game against the wind in the air, and mixing it up here a little bit on the ground. So like we talked about before, trying to find some good balance. Obviously that makes things real challenging for defenses, and we're doing that so far. Another pass over toward the sideline area. Looks like Simmons, yeah, nice catch out there by Simmons. Great job by the offensive line there. Max sat in the pocket, all kinds of time to throw. Let Josh get through his route, find an opening. Looks like he gets about 9 along the sideline. Again, nice catch by Josh. Max put that on the outside where only Josh could get it, and Josh went out and got it. So it looks like a 2nd and 1. We're on about the 15-yard line. Duggan keeps it. He's going to get the first down, but unfortunately the yellow flag on the field in the area of holding, it's never good news. We'll see for sure. Yep, that'll be holding on Lewis Central, so that's going to back things up here. But would have been a first down. Now is going to probably create a 2nd and fairly long situation. I did not see the holding or what happened there, or who that was on, but left side of the line there, somebody got their hands in there and held, and so now we're back to 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line. Duggan with all day to throw, makes a beautiful throw and unbelievable catch in the end zone. Yeah, the officials looked at each other. We're sure it is a catch. Thomas Fedoni, what a throw and what a catch. That is a touchdown, Lewis Central, from about 26 yards out. Thomas Fedoni, sophomore Thomas Fedoni on the catch there. What a catch by Thomas. Thomas had a hand injury, and he's still wearing some foam around that hand, not fully healthy, and Max put it up. Thomas used the length to go up and get it. What a catch by Thomas, and Max put it right where it needed to be. And Drake Nettles' PAT is through, and the Titans will take an early 7-0 lead. So talked at the beginning about creating some balance on the offensive end, and the Titans did just that on that first drive. Good mix of some yardage on the ground. Passing game led by Max, mixed it up. I think we had 3 different receivers catch balls on that drive. Finalized from 26 yards out to sophomore Thomas Fedoni. So great start there for the Titans. So with 8:22 left here in the first quarter, Titan kickoff team will get ready to take the field. Senior Drake Nettles, another Division I prospect for the Titans, at kicker and a punter. He'll kick off here, and we'll see what the Titans plan here. Pretty stiff wind that Drake's kicking into. As big a leg as he has, it's a pretty stiff wind, so we'll see how the Titans play this kickoff. Nettles kick, and he does kick it deep, and through the end zone. Nice job by Drake there against a pretty stiff wind. Drake put it in the end zone. So great job by Drake, and people don't maybe understand what a huge weapon that is by Drake. Obviously, special teams can win in games for you, and also lose games for you. And when you rarely have to cover a kickoff because your kicker's kicking it through the end zone, that's an opportunity that you take away from other teams. So good job by Drake. So Carlisle takes over at their own 20. Number 10, Tegan Wyckoff under center for Carlisle. Carry out there goes to number 34, Ethan Reed, senior running back. A big week last week. He gets a pretty good gain there across the 25 to about 27. Bring up about a 2nd and 4 for Carlisle. And no surprise there. That's what we're going to see a lot of from Carlisle. They're going to run straight ahead. They're going to win the battle, try to win the battle up front. And we're going to hear Reed's name a lot. Number 15, Nick Goodhue on the carry there. Looks like he has enough for a first down. So really talked at the beginning what each team would try to do offensively for Lewis Central and offensively for Carlisle, and we've seen exactly that so far. There were no real surprises. Carlisle, they really bunched the line of scrimmage there, and Wyckoff with the rare pass attempt there. It is complete out to number 6, Troy Shathurst. Short gain of about 3. Bring up about 2nd and 7. So like I said, that was one completion last week for Wyckoff. So here on the first drive, 3 plays into the game, he's already equaled his completion total from last week. So obviously, most teams their offense is going to open up as the season goes, and so right away they're trying to establish a little bit of balance themselves. So again, bunch formation. Wyckoff's going to keep it. Nice job there by the outside linebacker Colby Roth. Colby recovered, got himself sucked inside a little bit, but was able to recover and get his hands on Wyckoff and bring him down. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down here, 3rd and about 4 for Carlisle on their own 37-yard line. Who fumbled the snap. Wyckoff fumbles. He's going to get swallowed up in the backfield. Big loss, big play there by the Titan defense. Looked like Wyckoff just took his eyes off the ball just a little bit too quick. Fumbled the snap a little bit. Titan defense right there to force a 4th down here. So it looks like Carlisle will punt, or at least line up to punt. So big play. Carlisle had some momentum on offense. Was 1 first down, had been moving the ball, so that fumble will get the ball back to the Titans here on the punt return. Josh Simmons back for Lewis Central. Low kind of lining kick. Simmons receives at the 30. He's got a crease. He's going to go. Josh Simmons, he will go. No dumb penalties. Yes, touchdown Lewis Central. Josh Simmons, 70 yards to the end zone. Big play for Titan special teams early in the game. Nettles on for the PAT for Lewis Central.
Just a minute ago, Lewis Central thrown a punt return to make it 13-0. First 7 came a lot from Max Duggan.
Nettles' kick is good. PAT is good. So the Titans with 5:09 left on the clock in the first quarter jump out early, 14-0. Big play in the special teams area by Josh Simmons. You can almost kind of see that coming. Josh had about 3 punt returns last week where he just had one more guy to beat and wasn't able quite to do that. And like I said before, Josh had mono early in the year and was really struggling to get himself healthy and get himself in shape. Played last week, but he just is getting healthier and healthier and looked really healthy on that one. He had one man to beat kind of early, and he did it, got around the corner, and away he went. So Nettles back out. He'll try to, again, see if he can't find the end zone with this kick against the wind. Looks like the wind has died down a little bit. Right about kickoff, it looked like the wind was really coming, but the skies are kind of clearing up here and the wind's dying down a little bit. So it looks like the wind really isn't going to be a huge, huge factor. So here comes Drake again. I believe quarterback Wyckoff. No, excuse me. Goodhue back deep, and Nettles bounces again into the end zone. So once again against the wind, Drake not giving Carlisle an opportunity for any type of return game. So Titan defense trots back out on the field. Carlisle will take over at their own 20-yard line. Defensively, it looks like up front, got Logan Jones, Hunter Deo, Julian Brown, Colby Roth, Jake Lear, Norville, Wardlow, and Neitzer. Like Coach Hanfin mixed up formations there. Brady Miller actually lined up back there in the linebacker position rather than defensive end. Handoff goes out there to Reed, and he's bottled up early. Gets a couple. Bring up 2nd and 8 for Carlisle. So Lewis Central defense, one thing that'll be key is if they can get stops and not give up that medium yardage on first down and force some 2nd and long on Carlisle's, which they're probably not going to be comfortable in 2nd and long. Wyckoff out to pass again out in the flat, intended for Bryce Murray. It's just over his hands and brings up a 3rd and 8 for Carlisle. So like I said, first down is going to be huge down for our Titan defense tonight. If they can keep that ground game inside 3 yards and force some 2nd and 3rd longs, that's really going to get Carlisle out of their comfort zone, which you can see here. So 3rd long here for Lewis Central, or for Carlisle, I'm sorry. Wyckoff in the gun. Sets up a screen. Oh, Colby Roth had it blew up, missed the tackle. Run down, looked like Kobus and Wardlow run it down. It's going to be really, really close. Nice screen set up there by Carlisle. Wyckoff sold that pretty well, had some blockers out front. Colby Roth had a chance there, had his hands on him, but wasn't able to bring him down. Got out, looks like a gain of about 6. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 1 for Carlisle, and the punt team comes out on the field. So it appears the Titans have forced another punt. But 4th and short here. Looks like, Lewis Central's going to call a timeout here. Some confusion there. Weren't quite sure what Carlisle was going to do. Struggling getting personnel on and off the field. So Titan coaching staff playing it safe there, not making any mistakes or having any dumb penalties there on a 4th and 1 situation, so they called timeout. So 3:48 to go here, first quarter. If you're just tuning in, Titans have had about as good as opening first quarter so far that you could ask for. Titans received the opening kickoff. Duggan led the Titans down the field, hit Dane Norville on a couple big plays for first downs. Ground game, Max had couple big gains on the ground, and Max ended up going up top from about 26 out, hitting Thomas Fedoni for a touchdown over the middle of the field. Just great throw, great catch by Thomas Fedoni. Puts Titans up 7-0. The Titans force a Carlisle punt on their first possession, and Josh Simmons with a punt return of 70 yards for a touchdown. Both PATs from Drake Nettles good, and here we go. Titans leading 14-0, 3:48 to go, and Carlisle punt again. This time, fair catch by Simmons. Nice punt by the Carlisle punter. Got it up and win. Nice and high coverage team down there. So nothing there for Simmons that time, and he wisely called for a fair catch. Titan offense will take over at their own 33-yard line. Some score updates. Looks like Harlan has jumped out over Sergeant Bluff 20-0 in the second quarter. District team Creston Orient Maxburg 20-6 over Atlantic. City games, Denison Schleswig 21-0 over AL. TJ 35-7 over Sioux City North. Duggan's handoff looks like Fricky. Nothing there for Fricky. That defensive front for Carlisle just really, really big. Number 76. Bo Struve, 6'1", 280, senior. Big athletic kid. He's really clogged things up so far. Number 74, Nathan McCormick, 6 foot 230. Number 57, Tommy Jones, 5'11", 240. So some size up front for Carlisle, making things a little bit difficult in the middle of the field. Duggan fakes the handoff. Looked like they were trying to get a screen there. Nothing there. He's going to scramble, try to make something out of it. He does for about 3 or 4 yards. Well defended for Carlisle. They did a nice job there. Duggan faked the handoff. Looked like they were trying to set up a screen to the Carlisle side of the field here, and they did a nice job of covering that up. And Max wisely just tucked it and tried to make something with his feet, which he obviously we know can do. And he gets about 2, so 2 or 3. So we'll have about 3rd and a long 6 here for Lewis Central. Duggan pulls it. Yep, Duggan, a little fake handoff there to Fricky. He's going to have some yards. He's going to get about 10. So Max there on the ground, 3rd and about 6. Titans keep it on the ground. Max breaks a couple tackles or arm tackles and gets it out just about to midfield, or Titans will have another first down. Max in the shotgun. Screen, sets up a screen to Fricky. He's got some room. Fricky still loose. Fricky, he gets down to the Carlisle 25, gain of about 30 on the screen there. Nicely set up. Logan Jones out there leading that screen. Obviously, we know what Logan can do. He's athletic enough to get out there. Big left tackle that he is, but he's got the speed to get out there, and he led that screen. And Fricky kind of made a guy miss early and had some space. So another big play for the Titans has them at the Carlisle 25, 1st and 10. Handoff again to Fricky. He fights, gets some tough yards there. Fricky just a tough runner, not an overly big kid, but he's a tough runner. He's going to battle you every step of the way, and he carries one of those big D linemen about 2 or 3 extra yards there and picks up almost 6 yards there. So nice tough run there for Fricky. He'll be 2nd and 4 for Lewis Central. 8:16 to go in second quarter. Glenwood leads Heelan 7-6. Duggan to pass. He's got a lot of time. Intended for Simmons, just out of the reach of Simmons. Got a little out route. Ball was about right at the goal line. Pretty well covered. Looked like number 2, Joseph Donovan, on the coverage out there, and he was step for step with Josh. Josh just couldn't haul it in. So 3rd and 4 here for the Titans. looks like the Titans had a little movement. Yeah, not sure where. It looks like somebody was set and ended up moving, so that's going to push the Titans back into about a 3rd and 9 from their own 25. Like 1:22 here to go in the first quarter. 4 receiver set. Carlisle's going to blitz. Titans do a nice job picking it up. Duggan, bullet, Simmons, touchdown. 25 yards out. What a throw. What a throw. That's what Division I quarterback, that's what a Division I quarterback looks like right there, folks. If you didn't see that close, Max absolutely put a bullet right in the hands of Josh. Sure-handed Simmons brings it in. 25 yards out for another Titan touchdown. What an impressive throw that was. Nettles PAT is good.
Kick is good. Titans 21, Wildcat 0.
So with 1:17 left on the clock here in the first quarter, the Titans have put up a monster first quarter so far. And they lead 21-0 after a 25-yard touchdown pass from Max Duggan to senior Josh Simmons. And right now the Titans are cruising. So, but as I said earlier, the wind is a little bit of a factor, but has not bothered Max in the Titan passing game so far. He's put up his 2nd touchdown pass here in the first quarter. One to sophomore Thomas Fedoni, and just now to senior Josh Simmons, the other touchdown. Simmons, a 70-yard punt return. So far, things in the first quarter have gone all Titan way. Once again, Nick Goodhue back for Carlisle. Nettles' kick bounces at about the 5 and into the end zone. So the 3rd kickoff tonight for Drake, and on all 3 he's put the ball in the end zone. Put the Titan defense out there and pinned Carlisle back at the 20. So great job there by Drake against the win. Like I said before, Goodhue appears to be pretty good athlete, pretty fast. I'm sure Carlisle likes to get the ball in his hands on that kickoff return. So anytime Drake can put the ball in the end zone and not give him that opportunity, that's a serious advantage for Lewis Central. So here comes the Carlisle offense again. Teagan Wyckoff under center. Big play. Reed for Carlisle finds the crease. He gets to the next level. He's going to get about 16 or 17 yards there. It's a nice run there for Ethan Reed. Some Carlisle big play on first down. Like I said before, first down tonight will be huge for the Titan defense. Carlisle, we know, is going to run the game. We know what they're going to do, and if we can force them into 2nd, 3rd long rather than 2nd, 3rd and short. Obviously a huge advantage for our defense, but not there. Reed gets a big gain. Reed gets it again, and he's fighting tough yard. He's a tough runner. Ethan Reed for about 7 for Carlisle. So Reed is he's a good combination of explosiveness and run hard. You're not gonna arm tackle him. He's not coming down with first contact. So good answer here for Carlisle's offense. Come out one real big play on the ground and another one about 6 yards to set up 2nd and short, which is where Carlisle likes to be. Looks like Reed again, and he's going to, no, excuse me, that was Goodhue. Goodhue with the handoff there. He's going to get a good chunk of yardage, about 9 for another Carlisle first down, and all of a sudden 3 plays, and Carlisle's across midfield. So it's like Carlisle getting up to the line of scrimmage here, trying to create a little tempo. Almost drew freshman Hunter Dale, but he got back. And it looked like, yeah, they're going to let the clock run out here on the first quarter. Thought maybe they were going to try to get one more play off with the wind at their back, but not really a big deal for Carlisle the way they're running the football. So clock runs out here in the first quarter. Carlisle will come back with the ball right at midfield on the second quarter. First down, 10 to go. A good drive going for Carlisle offense. To recap, first quarter, Titans received the opening kickoff, put a nice drive together. Like I said before, some couple nice runs by Duggan, Calvin Fricky contributed in the running game. Couple balls to Dane Norville, Josh Simmons, just a good balanced drive to start the game, and Duggan ended that first drive somewhere around 25, 26 yards over the middle of the field to Thomas Fedoni. Thomas makes a great catch, and the Titans were off with the first drive 7-0. Titans kicked off in Carlisle's first possession, put a couple first downs together, but Titans get a stop on a fumble that Carlisle recovers, and Josh Simmons with a pretty nifty 70-yard punt return for a touchdown. Put the Titans up 14-0. Titan defense get a 3-and-out. Put the ball back in the Titan offense, and Duggan a couple big plays on the ground and ended up hitting Josh Simmons from about 30 yards out with an incredible bullet right on the money from about 30 out. Josh hauled it in, and here we are. Start the second quarter, 21-0 Lewis Central. Carlisle on the move. Here comes Reed again. And again, he gets 5-6 tough yards. Can't say enough. Reed is an impressive runner for Carlisle. They're big up front. They're giving him a little bit of room to run, and he fights for every yard that he gets. So Titan defense are going to have to kind of toughen things up a little bit, and not going to arm tackle Ethan Reed. He's a good runner. And he's chewing up some yards on the ground, especially on this drive. So he's 2nd and 5 for Carlisle. They are at the Lewis Central 45. Reed again, nice job, not much there that time. Swallowed up by, nice play there by Brady Miller. He looks like we'll give up about a yard, so he's going to create a 3rd and 4. We talked a little bit about at the beginning, Brady was he was a force to be reckoned with against Sergeant Bluff. They just had a hard time handling his quickness and speed off the edge. And a little bit different game tonight. Brady being involved in a little bit more hand war, a little bit more fighting, and he won that battle that time. So 3rd and about 4 here for Carlisle. Wyckoff's going to keep it. He's going to have a first down. He runs through a couple Titan tacklers. Nice tough run there for Wyckoff. He gets about 10, and Carlisle's putting a real nice drive together, all of it on the ground. Looks like Wyckoff down to Titan 32 for a first down. Clock runs here in the second quarter. Titans going to have to clean up a little bit tackling issues. Carlisle right now running through some tackles. Just running hard, breaking tackles. So good drive here for Carlisle. There's Reed again. Boy, it's tough to see sometimes what they have going on. They're pretty, bunch formation. Wyckoff does a nice job, kind of hides the football a little bit. That was Reed there. He fights for about 12 or 13 more. Looked like Titan defenders were trying to strip that out, but didn't take care of Reed first, and he just kept his feet moving. Really, first contact was at about 4 or 5 yards, but he gained another 7 or 8. Just outfought the Titan defenders there. So 1st and 10, Carlisle. They're at the Titan 21 and on the move. Here's Reed again. Looks like Jones and Deo in there. Tevin Statzer also in there from his middle linebacker spot. That's just kind of Carlisle offense. They're doing what they want to do. It looked to me like we had Reed kind of balled up at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept fighting, ends up getting a little over 3 yards there. So we talked about before is exactly what we're seeing from Carlisle. They're using the power of their offensive line and running straight downhill. Fake there to Reed inside. Goodhue. No, excuse me. That was Wyckoff there. I'm having a hard time picking up where exactly the football is, and I think our defenders are as well. So big gain there by Wyckoff. He gets it inside the Titan 10. So Carlisle, Titans kind of came out and threw some punches early and back Carlisle against the wall. They're coming right back and putting a nice drive here together. So 1st and goal here for Carlisle. Hand off to Goodhue. He's in. He is in. Nick Goodhue. That was an impressive drive by Carlisle there. No passes on that drive. Everything on the ground. Combination of just hard running by Ethan Reed, Nick Goodhue from Carlisle. Used a little bit of Wyckoff speed there on one big play, and Carlisle is in the end zone. PAT snap is high, but good here. Kick number 31, Garrett Pinkowski, sophomore. He puts it through the uprights. So Carlisle puts up 7, 8:57 to go here in the 2nd quarter, and Carlisle cuts the Titan lead to 21-7. So impressive drive there by Carlisle, and good job by their coaching staff and their kids to kind of regroup. Titans put up a couple big plays, and really 1st quarter really kind of came at Carlisle, but that start of the 2nd quarter, late 1st quarter, start of the 2nd quarter, started putting a pretty good drive together. Had the ball right at the 50-yard line as the quarter expired, and they came right back out and really kind of controlled the line of scrimmage there. And Carlisle right now has 3 runners really running tough, led by Ethan Reed. He's a 5'10", 190-pound senior, runs low to the ground, runs hard, just a tough runner. Mix a little bit in there with sophomore Nick Goodhue, running hard, and quarterback Tegan Wyckoff. So those 3 guys have kind of teamed up there, and that was an impressive drive by Carlisle. So we'll see if the Titan offense can answer here. Carlisle kicking into the wind. Norville and Simmons back. Carlisle a little trickery there. Pinkowski, I believe is how that's pronounced. He's here on the kick here. We'll see what they do against the wind. Looks like it's a little bit of a squib kick. It's going to make its way to Norville. Dances a little bit. He's going to try to get out. So, ooh, Norville kind of got mixed up there with his own man, Josh Simmons, and got kind of flipped over Simmons back there. But nonetheless, good field position. Squib kick fielded pretty well by Norville. He brought it up the sideline here, got it out across the 30 to the 33, where the Titans will take over 1st and 10. 8:52 here. This will be the Titans' first offensive possession with the wind at their back. So we'll see how the offensive coaching staff approach that. I'm assuming probably not much different. They're going to continue to do what they do, create balance, and obviously rely on Max's arm and legs. And it is a draw from Max. He gets out. Looks like Max is going to get about 8. So good gain on 1st down for the Titans. Bring up 2nd and 2. The Titans are right back in the line of scrimmage. So coaching staff kind of want that tempo. Both teams, I think both teams feel a lot more comfortable offensively. Up tempo, get up to the line of scrimmage and get movement. So Titans back up. Duggan here in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Fricky, we got a screen out to Simmons, well blocked on the outside. Josh is going to get a big gain, about 10 yards. Excellent job by Norville, and Julian Knights are out on the edge, blocking downfield. Set up that screen perfectly, and so the Titans are themselves on the move across midfield here. Second cross field, we got Knights, Simmons, Norville, and Fedoni. Fricky in the backfield. Duggan faked the handoff. Got a lot of time. A bullet just out the reach of Norville. Dane turned a little bit late, so I'm not sure if the ball got there earlier than Dane expected, but obviously with the with the arm strength of Max, ball's going to get to you in a hurry, and so if everything's not right, that's tough to pull that down as hard as he throws. So just over the reach of Norville. Titans back out 2nd and 10. Looks like Brady Miller in, Fedoni, Norville, and Simmons with Fricky in the backfield. Miller lined up in an H-back spot. Whistle stops play. Looks like maybe have equipment issue or blood. Fedoni, looked like the officials didn't like where his pants were. Maybe his pants were above the kneecap. So Fedoni out. Dorvance Claremont in the game then at receiver. And here we go. This time the handoff goes to Fricky, and nothing doing there for the Titans. Nice job by the middle of the Carlisle defense there. Nothing, a gain of maybe a half a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Lewis Central. Knights are back on the field. Don't see Fedoni, so he must be working to get the equipment issue. It looked to me like the officials pointing to his knees, like his pants were not covering his kneecap. So see that a lot. Kind of surprised by that. That would force somebody out of the game. But anyway, here goes the Titans here, 3rd and 9. Duggan back to pass. Carlisle blitz. Max is fighting. Oh, he gets away and gets it out of there. Incomplete. Ball bounces just out of the reach of Neitzer. Nice timely blitz there by Carlisle. Had a linebacker look like number 47. Caleb Winthy, it appeared. I wasn't quite sure. It looked like him on the blitz, untouched. Max didn't see it till too late. Max did a heck of a job fighting and actually avoided the tackle for loss, but just kind of got rid of it, and on comes Nettles for the punt. Drake's punt sails down to about the 12-yard line. Caleb Putnam, believes the long snapper, first one down the field, and he hit the Carlisle receiver just as he catches the ball. Boy, that was dangerous for the Carlisle punt returner, number 22. Bryce Murray did not call for a fair catch, so Putnam right there as the ball got there, and Murray probably fortunate that ball didn't get knocked loose. But nice play by Putnam. It's got Carlisle pinned at their own 13. Clock exactly 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lewis Central leading 21-7. Wyckoff under center again. Reed, and he's bottled up there. Look like Statzer, Jones on the stop. A couple other Titans in there. Deo. Gain of about long 2, maybe 3 there for Reed. So, Reed, when he gets the ball, he is going downhill, and he is moving straight north and south. He does not well, east and west here, but north and south. He's not dancing. He's getting yards on every carry. Reed again, same play. Titans bottle that up, so that's going to create a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 6 for Carlisle. They are at their own 15, 16-yard line. So we'll see, this will be an interesting call here for Carlisle. Obviously not in their comfort zone, 3rd and long. Not probably comfortable, especially putting the ball in the air against the wind deep in their own territory. So see what Coach Hanfin dials up defensively for Lewis Central. I'll be shocked if Carlisle puts the ball in the air here, but everything they've done so far has been pretty safe. But against the wind here, deep in their own territory. Ooh, now that backfired. Looked like Wyckoff went on a hard count. 3rd and 6. He was trying to get Lewis Central to jump. Titan front did a nice job of not, and Carlisle looked like one of their receivers wasn't on the same page. So that's going to really put Carlisle in a tough spot here. They are going to have a 3rd and 11 from their own 12-yard line. 3rd long, not really situation that they like to be in. So we'll see what Coach Hammond. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. Play clock was down to about 6. Carlisle just coming out of the huddle. So timeout here, Carlisle. 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Titans leading 21-7. Carlisle will come out of the timeout with a 3rd and 11, their own 12-yard line. Really turned into a nice night for football here at Carlisle. Humid, a little bit hot, kind of packed up here in the Carlisle press box. I want to appreciate hospitality we've had from the Carlisle administration. Packed into the press box here. You can kind of see the glare. We kind of bright lights in here. Maybe, hopefully, not messing with our picture much, but not a lot we can do about the glare here, folks. So hopefully still clear for you as fans. Here's Carlisle coming out. Wyckoff, he's going to roll out. He's got the edge. Big play there by Wyckoff. There was a breakdown in the Titan defense there. I don't think Coach Hannafin and the crew are going to be very happy about that. So 3rd and 11 from their own 12. They roll the quarterback Wyckoff out. Nobody there on the edge for the Titans, so some miscommunication there on assignments. Well, he's short, okay, so they did get him pushed out of bounds, so it's going to be 4th and 1 for Carlisle. I thought Wyckoff got to the marker, but apparently he got out of bounds just shy, about a half a yard from the marker. So Titans force a punt here. Simmons back, he's at about midfield. Punt coming against the wind here for Carlisle. Pretty high but short punt, bounces straight up in the air, takes a Carlisle bounce. It's going to roll out just across midfield to about the 49. So Titans great field position here at the beginning of this drive. 5:01 to go, second quarter. Titans leading 21-7, and their offense will make their way back out on the field. So good defensive possession there for the Titans. Nettles did a heck of a job pinning Carlisle deep there. No chance for a return. He pinned them down to the 13. Titan defense gives up just a little on 1st and 2nd down. Penalty moved Carlisle back, and Wyckoff quarterback got the edge. Looked like he was close to 1st down, just a tad short. And so Titans forced the punt and take over here right around midfield. And some confusion. Looks like we're going to have a timeout, Lewis Central. So we'll take a little break here. Timeout. 5:01 to go, second quarter. Check our good friends from KMA. They always do a great job of updating scores. Some scores of interest. Looks like St. Albert 23-6 over Trainer. And Titan offense back out in the field here. 1st and 10, their own 49. Duggan back in the shotgun. Fakes. Duggan's got some time. Oh, big play. Ooh, Norville. Ball hit Dane right in the hands, and Dane just started to look upfield just a little bit too early. Got anxious. I think he was surprised at how open he was. Max put a little air under it, and Dane's obviously going to wish he had that one back. Just looked like he took off running just a little bit too early. I think he anticipated if he could have hauled that in, he might have found his way to the end zone there. So tough break there. So the Titans will be faced with a 2nd and 10 at midfield. 4 receiver set here. Fedoni back on the field. Looks like he's got the pad issue straightened out. Duggan's going to throw. It's a quick out to Simmons. Josh jukes a little bit, makes the guy miss. Just out, gets taken down by a shoestring tackle by Reed, but Josh is going to have enough for another Titan first down. So great job after the catch by Simmons there, making something happen, and he makes his way out to about the 37-yard line and a Titan first down. Duggan again. Ooh, just out of the reach out of Simmons. Simmons tried to reach out, would have been an incredible one-handed catch, just out of his reach. Good coverage there by Wyckoff on Simmons. Max had just a little bit of a pocket to throw, and Josh made a good effort for it, but not to be. So 2nd and 10 again here for Lewis Central. 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Duggan back out again in shotgun. Max is going to keep this when he tucks it right away. Oh, great block on the outside by Brady Miller, sticking with his block. Max finds the edge, gets about 5. Going to force a 3rd and 5. Good job there, Brady Miller in the H-back position, and looked like Max wasn't going anywhere there, and Brady stuck with his block and just drove the defender downfield, gave Max some room to get a little bit of an edge there. So 3rd and 5 for Lewis Central. 32-yard line of Carlisle. Fricky in the backfield with Duggan. We go Fedoni, Norville, Simmons, and Neitzer across the field at receiver. And the Titans with the same mistake Carlisle made in last possession. Looked like 3rd and 5. Duggan came out. Looked like he was going to try to go a little hard count, see if we couldn't get Carlisle to jump off sides. Didn't work. Similar to Carlisle, one of our receivers moved early, so that'll back us up into a 3rd and 10. So a little bit tougher situation now for Lewis Central. 3rd and 10. It's like number. Max is back to pass. Pretty good time for Max. He floats, just out of the reach of Norville. Max had him there. Looked like Max maybe just rushed out a little bit, and the rush was coming. Probably had time, but looks like he rushed out just a tad bit, threw it off his back foot, and just over Norville. He was open on that one, so missed opportunity there for Lewis Central, and something you're probably not going to see very often from Max. He just put a little bit too much air under that. So out comes Nettles here. We're gonna see a 54-yard attempt from Drake Nettles. 54 yards. Snap is down and good, and Drake's kick is good. Drake Nettles from 54 yards out. Unbelievable. 54-yard field goal for Lewis Central. Pushes the lead up to 24-7. Wow, it's incredible. Drake does have a little bit of a wind at his back, but like I said before, the wind really has kind of died down. I'm looking at the flags and a little bit of a breeze, but certainly not a big wind. So Drake just absolutely nailed that from 54 and probably would have been good from 55. So Drake, he following in the footsteps of his kicker before him, Caleb Shudak, and I'm not sure. I'll have to find out what Caleb's long was. 54, got to believe, is right there at a school record. I know Caleb was right around that area as well. So interesting to know what the school record is. Obviously 54 is going to be close. That was a booming kick by Drake. That was impressive. All right, Nettles here. He's going to kick off the wind at his back, and this is going to be a no-doubter. That's looked like through the uprights again. Drake back-to-back kicks through the uprights. See that kickoff, so that was out of the end zone. I assumed with the wind that would happen. So 54 yards for Drake Nettles on the field goal. So 3:07 to go here, second quarter. 24-7, the Titans lead. Carlisle take over their own 20. Plenty of time for their offense. They can chew up big chunks on the ground in a hurry. So 3:07, even for a team like Carlisle who's not going to put it in the air a lot, 3:07 is plenty of time with their running game. So Titan defense, see if they can get a stop before second half. Starts second half. Carlisle will have the ball. So a stop here is pretty big for the Titans. Wyckoff's going to keep it. He gets to the next level. Roth, Jordan Wardlow catch up to him, but not after he gets about 11 and another first down. So 7 seconds into this drive, and Wyckoff takes it 11 yards down the field. So plenty of time here for Carlisle. So Lewis Central defense, it's a big possession for the Titan defense. Carlisle will get the ball to start the second half. So a score here and then giving them an opportunity to receive the kickoff, start the second half could be big for them. So here's Wyckoff again, and he gets about 3 or 4. Here's a situation where the Titan defense can live with 3 or 4 yards at a time. Clock runs. Carlisle 2 timeouts left. Lewis Central 1 timeout left. So 2nd and 6. Clock runs under 2.5 minutes. Carlisle doesn't appear to be in a huge hurry here. Wyckoff is going to pass. He's rolling out and going to be flushed out of the pocket, and he just throws it away. Nice job there by Wyckoff. Nothing there. Carlisle looking to make a big play there on 2nd and about 6. Ran receiver, nice discipline. Looked like Neitzer and Wardlow both back in coverage there, and just nothing there for Wyckoff, using his speed to get outside. Looked like Jake Lear, outside linebacker, out there to make sure Wyckoff didn't get anywhere, and he just threw it away. So good decision there, not trying to force anything. So we got the clock stopped at 1:58, 3rd and 6 here for Carlisle. Wyckoff will come out in the gun. Looks like we're a 5 receiver set for Carlisle. Haven't seen this formation yet, I don't believe. Wyckoff again going to try to get outside, and this time Brennan Kobus, big play for the Titans. Runs Wyckoff down, and for a big loss back to the Titan 24-yard line. The Titans will use their last timeout to stop the clock, and they're going to force a punt into the wind here. So an opportunity for Lewis Central. Big stop there by the defenses. As I said, Carlisle will receive the second half kickoff. So with 3:07 to go, they take over there, and any type of score for them really gives them momentum going into halftime, knowing that they come out and get the ball again. So that was a big possession there for the Titan defense, and really stepped up. Nice job by Kobus there. He ran a long way to get to Wyckoff, and he gets the sack. A loss of about 10 to 12 yards there. So 4th and 17. Own 24, and Carlisle again will punt against the wind. So not a great situation to be in if you're Carlisle. 1, you're punting against the wind. 2, you've got to deal with Josh Simmons, who's already taken 1 to the house tonight on a punt return. So let's see if the Titans can't make something happen here in the special teams again. Decent snap, low line drive kick. Going to bounce, take a huge Carlisle bounce down to about the Titan 28. So nice job by Carlisle punter there. Kept the ball low, out of the reach of Simmons, pinned it over toward the Carlisle sideline, and got a good bounce. So exactly how Carlisle drew it up there in that situation. Did not give Simmons an opportunity. Low line drive kick that took a huge Carlisle bounce. So we'll see. If 1:40 to go, obviously with Duggan at quarterback, the Titans will certainly trust him to put the ball in the air and make some things happen. So we'll see if the Titans can do here. 1:40 to go in the half. motion. Duggan's going to hand it to him. He's got the edge. Norville's got the edge. If he can stay in bounds, just out across midfield. I can't tell. Big gain, though. I can't tell. He did not. He kept his feet in bounds. That's a great run by Dane Norville. Little jet sweep there. Hand it to Norville. I think they caught Carlisle a little bit of a spread out defensively. Norville got the corner. Nicely blocked outside. And Dane, a little tightrope up the sideline. Stayed in bounds. Now Titans threatening across midfield about the 47-yard line. Duggan in the pocket. He's going to go up top. Simmons. Great catch by Simmons. Unbelievable catch by Josh Simmons. And I'll tell you what, that throw is big time. And unfortunately, it sounds like our cameraman missed that one. And unfortunately, that we did, because Max just made a Division I throw. Josh, using his body like he does, shielded the defender, makes a great catch right along the sideline. 15-yard line, Titans 1st and 10. Couldn't ask for better coverage from Carlisle. Number 22, Bryce Murray, right with Simmons. He just used his body to shield the defender, and Duggan put it right on the money. Titans, they go to Fricky here, and they're nothing doing. No timeouts for the Titans, so clock will run. Plenty of time. One just ticking down to about 1:10 here in the second quarter. Duggan gets the Titans back up the line of scrimmage. Max is going to run this one. He's got a little bit of a crease. He gets down to about the 10, so the Titans are going to have to hurry up a little bit. Still plenty of time, though. 50 seconds to go. Be about 3rd and 5, so Titans just need to stay calm here. Plenty of time to go. Duggan getting the play from the sideline. I think Coach Camrad knows plenty of time here for the Titans. Not going to give Carlisle an opportunity to get the ball back here, so they're okay with the clock running. Under 30. See if we don't maybe look at Fedoni using his size. They're going to lob it up to Fedoni, and ball just a little bit underthrown by Max. Thomas couldn't use his length to go up and get that one, so incomplete. Brings up 4th and 5 here from the Carlisle 10. 19 seconds to go. Looks like Nettles and the kicking crew back out on the field for those Centrals. So Titan drive will stall here at the 10. Out comes Nettles, who just a couple minutes ago nailed one from 54 out. This one will be from 27 out. Snap is good and down and right through the middle. So the kick is good to push the Titan lead to 27-7. 16 seconds left to go here in the second half. So we got a little break here. Looks like TJ has continued to pour it on. It's 36-16 over Sioux City North. Hawkeye 10 battle, Clarinda Red Oak 21 all. Nice to see Drake Nettles getting a little Twitter love here across the state. Everybody across the state's going to hear about that 54-yarder he nailed. Not seeing any scores right now. We'll try to bring you some updates here at halftime. So 16 seconds. Nettles will be kicking off. Don't expect anything but the ball to sail out of the end zone here from Drake. And it does. So no opportunity for a return there for Carlisle. They'll take over at their own 20. 16 seconds left. Assuming Carlisle will keep the ball on the ground here and be content to run it out. And go to the locker room knowing that they'll get the ball to start the second half. So could be wrong, but we'll see. And Wyckoff will just kneel on it. So that'll be the end of the first half. with Lewis Central leading 27-7. So we'll take a break here. Carlisle will be back here in just a few minutes with our second half action. Okay, back at you here at in Carlisle, Iowa. Just about ready for the start of the second half. Looks like we have just under 3 minutes left on the clock. Impressive halftime performance by Carlisle's color guard band. Really impressive show. They're making their way off the field, but that was impressive show. Hopefully you're able to see that. Probably couldn't hear it, but see it. Both teams out, getting a quick warm up here before we start the second half. Quick recap, Titans with a huge first quarter. Jumped out, Titans received the opening kickoff. Max Duggan led the Titans down the field on about a 70-yard drive. Good mix of run and pass. Duggan a big play with his feet. Ended up hitting Thomas Fedoni on about 25, 26-yard touchdown pass over the middle. Titans took an early 7-0 lead. Titan defense bent a little, but forced a punt, and Josh Simmons with a fantastic 70-yard punt return for a touchdown, and we were about 5 minutes into the game and jumped out to an early 14-0 lead. Titan defense again forced a punt, and Titan offense again led by Duggan. Max another big play with his feet, and he hits Josh Simmons with a similar 25 to 30-yard touchdown pass, and Titans really jumped out right away and on Carlisle, 21-0, and looked like things are really going their way. Had an opportunity to really pull away early, but credit to Carlisle. They received the kickoff after going down 21-0 and put together an impressive drive. All runs, no passes on that drive, led by senior Ethan Reed, junior quarterback Tegan Wyckoff, and Nick Goodhue. Those three guys really carrying the load. Goodhue a sophomore, so sophomore, junior, senior kind of carrying the load here for Carlisle. All three of those guys, tough runners. Really got to give a lot of credit to Wyckoff. I know he was a running back last year, took over at quarterback, and he's done a really nice job running this offense. There's a little bit of hide and seek going on in that backfield. Hard sometimes to pick up the ball, and he does a nice job with that. Reed really has been a workhorse. I don't have any official numbers, but he had a nice first half. Really runs hard, yards after contact. So they put together a good drive to cut the Titan lead to 21-7. Titan offense continued a fair job in the second quarter of moving the ball. Weren't able to find the end zone. Had a big penalty that backed them up and forced a huge 57-yard field goal by Drake Nettles. Put the Titans up 24-7. And if you didn't hear me right, that was right, 54 yards for Nettles on the field goal. So that was led to the Titan 24-7 lead. And right before the half, the Titans stalled at the 10. Nettles punched it through from 27. And here we sit 27-7 as Drake Nettles is back to kick. So Titans will kick off to start the second quarter. They will be against the wind, which hasn't appeared to be a problem for Nettles. His kick will bounce at about the 5, giving Goodhue an opportunity. He gets a little space. Nice return. He fields at about the 1, gets it out to 24, 25. Looks like right at the 25-yard line. So good return there by Goodhue. He's been waiting all night for an opportunity. Carlisle will take over here. It's 25-yard line. So want to welcome our listeners back to second half here. I know we got Derek Naylor out there listening tonight. I'm sure Derek's screaming and hollering as he always does tonight in his living room. Usually he's in the stands, but couldn't make it tonight. So keep cheering hard there, Derek. First down here. Ooh, Jonesy swallows him up. First down, handoff to Beers. Like that was Reed. It was Reed, and he was the unfortunate recipient there of Logan Jones' tackle. Logan swallowed him up there. Nice physical play by Logan there. Sheds a blocker, and Reed felt that one. So talked about first down being a big down for Carlisle. Titans start second half basically stuffing him at the line of scrimmage on first down. This time Wyckoff's going to keep it. He's going to try to get the edge, and he cannot. Nice job by Dane Norville. Norville not letting Wyckoff get to the edge there. Boy, Wyckoff, though, he's got a burst. He's a tough runner, not very big, listed at 5'11", 175, and he's got a good burst there. Just couldn't get the edge there on Norville. Nice job of Dane of containing. And 3rd and 5 here for Carlisle. First possession here of the second half. Carlisle trailing 27-7. Big 3rd down here for them. Little confusion. Wyckoff will go under center. Reed in the backfield. Wyckoff's going to roll out. He's going to throw it. And great coverage there by Jake Lear. Jake running step by step with the receiver. And Wyckoff overshoots his tight end there. Tight end, like number 98, Vaughn Gibson. The intended receiver there, no good. And the Titan defense do their job here to start the second half. They'll force a Carlisle punt, and we'll give Josh Simmons another opportunity. Carlisle punt again, another low liner. It's going to bounce, kind of dies. Actually takes a little bit of a Titan bounce, but not much, and ball will get killed there at about 31-yard line, 32-yard line. So Titans will take over, Carlisle 32-yard line. 10:16 to go here, 3rd quarter. We'll try to get you some scores. Looks like Harlan once led 20-0. Sergeant Bluff has cut that lead to 20-14. They're in the 4th quarter. Denison Schleswig, big lead over AL, 42-0. TJ big over Sioux City North, 63-43. As Titans get ready to go here, Duggan in the shotgun. Gittens behind center, and we got a whistle here. False start. So Titans start the second half with the miscue. It's going to back them up. Not a good start. Gittens, senior Mike Gittens, he was kind of, I believe, leading carrier last week for Lewis Central. Didn't see him in the first half. Here he is here starting out the second half. So Mikey, nice game. First start, I believe, as a varsity starter last week. Really big game on the ground. Did a nice job running hard and part of that 3-headed monster with Fricky and Max on the ground last week to put up over 200 yards. So Gittens again in the backfield with Max. He's in the shotgun. That play didn't look good from the start. Thought there probably was a false start again, but didn't get called. So not a good start. That handoff went to Gittens. He goes nowhere. And the Titans offense appears to be confused here to start second half. Start out with a penalty. That play looked like it was broken from the very beginning. So 2nd and 15 now. Titans sitting at their own 26. And Max on the out, intended for Simmons. Max just overthrew him a little bit, sailed it just a tad bit. So 3rd and 15 here for the Titans. So first possession, not probably what was coaches were looking for to start the second half here. So big 3rd and 15 coming up here for Duggan and the Titans. Shout out to Sonny Cumbie at TCU watching the game tonight. Hopefully enjoying the broadcast. Max back to throw. He's got a ton of time. Max ball on the money. Great catch. Thomas Fedoni goes up and gets that midfield. Works his way over to the 46-yard line. Nice job, Thomas. And again, Max finding Fedoni over the middle of the field. Thomas using his size just to go up and get it over the receiver. Thomas, 6'2", 6'3", long. Really poses some problems with the defensive backfield there. Max, nice throw across the middle and big play Titans. So that drive started off with some miscues and didn't look good, but that was a nice about 25-yard gain here. So Titans 1st and 10. Oh, got a screen set up. There's Gittens. He's free. Jones downfield. Nice gain for Gittens again, about 20 yards on the screen. Logan Jones 15, 20 yards downfield, just driving the Carlisle defender. So Titans kind of taking advantage of the aggressiveness there of Carlisle. They did not read that screen very well, and Max gets it to Mike Gittens, and Mikey did a nice job of getting himself upfield. So good burst there from Mikey for another big Titan gain, and started slow this drive with some mistakes, but we've gotten it together here. 25-yard line of Carlisle, 1st and 10. Max again, he's under pressure. He avoids it. He's going to get downfield, finds Norville. He gets it at about the 10, continues to fight. Just a great play by Max to extend the play, using his feet, gets his feet set, bullet down the field to Norville. Dane brings it in, and the Titans are inside the 10, 1st and goal. So great job there by Max. That was really just Max making something out of nothing there. Carlisle got pressure right away. Max avoids the rush. They got their hands on him, but Max does a nice job of clearing himself and getting it downfield to Dane. So 1st and goal from about the 8. Gittens again in the backfield with Max and Brady Miller, and we've got a whistle. Looks like Carlisle wants a timeout. Looks like the Carlisle coaching staff not happy with something, giving the official an earful. Not sure what they were looking for there, but either way, quick timeout here. Titans start out the possession with a penalty, moved them back. Second play, there was somewhat of a broken play, and forced with a 3rd and 15. Max makes a nice throw downfield. Thomas Fedoni, sophomore, goes up and gets it for about a 25-yard gain. Out to around midfield, and Duggan uses his feet to free himself, makes a big play down the field right after a screen to Gittens. Got about 15, so here we are, Titans knocking at the door again. Carlisle coaches still working the officials a little bit, not sure what they saw or what they thought they saw, but anyway, nothing doing in terms of a penalty, and here we go. Max back in the shotgun, Brady Miller H-back, Gittens in the backfield with Max. Carlisle sneaking a blitz. They're coming. Handoff to Gittens. He fights hard. He's down to about the 1. So Carlisle brought some pressure up the middle. Unfortunately, we got tightened down. Looks like Brady Miller down. Looks like he's holding his arm. He's sitting upright, which is a good sign. He's going to get up. Looks like a hand or a wrist or something there for Brady, but he's up, making his way off the field on his own, so hopefully that's just something he can get to the sideline and shake off a little bit. So Titans will have a 2nd and goal. Looks like at about the 1 or just outside the 1. When we come back here, clock rolls at stopped at 7:59. Not sure why the clock is stopped. Should be running, but it's not. 7:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Duggan under center. One of the few times tonight he's been under center. It's going to be a sneak, and he's in. Max is in. Touchdown, Titans. So big first possession to the second half for Lewis Central. Both units. Defense comes out, gets a stop, forces a punt. Max leads offense down the field for touchdown to put the Titans up 33-7. Like the Carlisle fans are giving a little overrated chant to Max Duggan. Apparently the scoreboard is out of their view. Ribbing Max a little bit with an overrated chant, so getting interesting here in Carlisle. But anyway, 7:55 to go. Carlisle will receive the kick here from Drake Nettles. Titans leading 34-7. 7:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Nettles ready to kick here. This one, he gets up in the air, leaves it up there a while. Good Hugh, an opportunity. He breaks a tackle, gets loose, but Titan defenders swarm. He again gets it out to about the 25. Nice job by Drake there. Didn't get the ball to the end zone, but kicked it nice and high. Gave return team, or the kickoff team, a chance to get down there. And Titans bring Good Hugh down about the 25, where Carlisle will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25. Handoff goes to Reed. Looks like Koba's got a hand on him, but Reed, he just runs hard. Reed's going to get 11 here on his first down carry. Breaks about 3 tackles. Really impressed with senior Ethan Reed. He really runs hard. He's going to have a big year. 129 carries, 144 yards last week, and I'm not sure where his yardage is this week. Yards have been tough to come by, but man, he runs hard. Reed again, nothing doing there. He's bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Kobus. And Deo, freshman Deo, in on the tackle there. No gain, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Carlisle. This situation here, this is where the Titan defense has really been able to get some stops tonight, is that first down. When they can keep Carlisle under 2 or 3 yards on first down, they've had some pretty good success. But Carlisle, again, bottled up there. Looks like that was Reed again, taking down Kobus again in on the play for about 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. So again, that first down really has been a big down for both teams here when Carlisle's on the field. The way they're going to do what they do offensively, and they're going to run the football, and they've really been tough when they were able to get 4 or 5 yards on first down, or even 3 or 4 yards on first down. But the Titans have been able to keep them at 2 or 1 yards on first down and force them into long situations. That really gets them out of their comfort zone. So here we go, 3rd and long, and again, bad snap. It's fumbled by Wyckoff. He picks it up. Logan Jones, it's fumbled. Ball's loose. I think it's going to get out of bounds. Logan Jones, not too often you see a 265, 75-pound defensive lineman run the quarterback down, but that's what happened there. Wyckoff snap was a little bit high, got on him pretty quick and got away. He did a nice job of recovering, and so broken play. He tried to get outside, and Logan Jones runs him down and gets the sack. Ball squirted out there, but it got out of bounds before a Titan defender was able to get on it. So big play there for the Titan defense. Another stop, 4th and 17 now, so Carlisle punt. And the Titans are coming after it. Ooh, just a little bit short. Simmons is going to get an opportunity. Not a lot of blocking downfield, though. Josh is dancing a little bit. There you go, Joe. Geez, Josh, nice job by Josh. That was about 1-on-7 there. And he did make a couple guys miss and get upfield for a few yards there. But Josh didn't have a lot of help from his friends on that one. Titans went after that punt. So obviously you go after the punt, you're selling out to see if you can't get one. And they haven't done that tonight. So kind of good timing there. I like that from special teams coach Bond there. He thought he had a chance to make a big play, and the Titans just about got to it. But no go. Nice job by Josh there, just getting himself upfield. Looked like Gage Stevens, number 45, was the closest Titan there. So Titans take over at their own 35. Max back out in the shotgun. Norville in motion. Fake that jet sweep. Gittens, big gain up the middle. He had an opening there. He'll get 8. So again, not sure what was going on with Gittens first half. He didn't see the carry. He's been exclusive out there second half. So he's fresh this half, and so he'll get 9 there with a 34-7 lead. We're going to see the Titans most likely dial it down a little bit, let that clock run, and see if they can keep everybody healthy here. Appears now obviously anything can happen. Appears to be in command right now. Max is going to go deep to Simmons. Yep, penalty, yep. Good job there by Max, and a great job by our offensive line. Max had all day to throw. A little double pump there, double move. Simmons got behind the defender, and Max put it up there, and looked like the defender just didn't turn around and see the ball and contact before the ball got there. So pass interference will be the call on Carlisle. So that penalty will take the ball into Carlisle territory. Looks about the 41 of Carlisle. So 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go here, third quarter. And the Titans on the move again. Again, can't say enough about our offensive line. Max, for the most part, had plenty of time to throw tonight. And there he had all day to throw. Max will fake it. Big room up the middle. He gets out. Gets pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of about 10 or 11 for Max there. So he's going to have another Titan first down. So Titan offense not taking their foot off the gas right now. Okay, here we go. It's a draw to Gittens. He'll get out. Nice little gain, about 5 or 6 for Gittens there. Looks like Jonah Pomrike, sophomore receiver in the game there for Lewis Central. Looks like Mikey ended up getting 6 there, so big gain on first down, or nice gain on first down there for Lewis Central. 2nd and 4 here. Clock rolls under 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Titans leading 34-7. Max is going to fake it, little play action. Max is going up top. He's got Norville, just can't bring it in. Just about. That was a tough play for Dane there. The ball coming over his back shoulder. Had to kind of make a catch over his back shoulder, and would have been a phenomenal catch by Dane there, just out of his reach. So knowing Dane, he probably expects himself to catch that one, but that would have been a pretty nice catch. So 3rd and 4, I like that. 2nd and fairly short. Coach Camrad going up top, trying for the big play. So we'll go 3rd and 4 here. Titans at their own 23. Gittens in the backfield with Duggan. Max is going to fake it. He's going to keep it. He's going to fight. Max, yeah, great job by Max there. Had a couple yards initially. It looks like the Carlisle defenders got their hands on him. Max does a nice job of fighting, knowing where the marker is. That's just what you get with Max. He's a heady player, knows where the marker's at. He fights for those yards. You're not going to outfight Max. So nice job by Max there. He gets 5 on 3rd and 4. And the Titans are in the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the Carlisle 17. Here's Norville. Sweep again. He's breaking tackles, cuts it back inside, but good job there by the Carlisle defense. Second time I've done that tonight. Carlisle defense. Dane broke a couple tackles, but this Carlisle defense, they continue to swarm. They're physical up front. There's been no give up in these guys. So 2nd and 9 here at the 17-yard line, and 2nd and 10 for Lewis Central. Looks like Fricky back in there with Duggan. They're going to run Norville in motion again. Handoff goes to Fricky, and he's going to get about a decent gain, 5 or 6. Set up a 3rd and fairly short. Well, that's just an added weapon this year, that jet sweep with Norville. Ran it a few times last year, but it really wasn't a big part of the offense, and we've seen tonight that has become quite a weapon. And send Dane in motion there and on that jet sweep and keeps people honest, and he's got the speed, as we saw earlier, to find that edge. And so that's going to be something that we haven't seen a lot in the past of the Titan offense that really is going to add just another element to what already is a pretty high-powered offense. Screen again, Jonesy out front. Fricky, nice job, finds a seam untouched. Calvin Fricky from 12 yards out finds the end zone. That screen also something we haven't seen a lot in the past, but we're seeing a lot last week and this week. And on that one, Fricky just found a little bit of a seam, and he went in untouched from 12 yards out. Again, Logan Jones, kind of a nice luxury to have a 260, 70-pounder that can get out front and lead that. Just such a weapon. Logan's such a good football player and knows what he's doing. And so Fricky finds the end zone here. Looks like the Titans are going to go for 2 to get this on a 35, and they do. Duggan with the fake, and he's in. So the Titans will take a 42-7 lead. Those of you that wondering why, obviously with a kicker like Nettles, why we would go for 2 there. The rule in the state of Iowa is a 35-point rule is a continuous clock. So looked like Titan coaching staff wanted to get that lead up to 35, and a road game like this, we had some bus issues getting up here, and tonight didn't start off too well, and at this point with a 42-7 lead, your goal now is probably try to get some of your second teamers some reps, but get out of here, no injuries, get on the road and get home. 2+ hour drive, so not at all running up the score. That's just part of the game when you're on the road 2 hours, and the way the Iowa high school rules sets up, you just sometimes you have to do those things that's in the best interest of your team. So the Titans go for 2 there. Max gets it in the end zone. The Titans take a 42-7 lead here with 2:07 to go, third quarter. So the clock will run continuous. Stops only on change of possessions, timeouts, and scores, I believe. So if the score stays here, this last 2 minutes of the third and the fourth quarter are going to go quickly. Nettles, again with the high hanging kick. Goodhue, and there's nothing there for Goodhue. Nice job by Titan Special Teams. Look like number 52, Nick Wolf down there. Number 39, Bryson Bowman in there with Wolf on the tackle. So good job by the special teams. The Titans, like I talked about earlier, with a weapon like Drake, that kickoff coverage team doesn't get a lot of opportunities to make plays with Drake's leg. But a night like tonight against the wind, that coverage team becomes really important. So good job of those guys, staying disciplined, staying in their lanes, and not giving that any big plays. Goodhue back there, he's a weapon and he's a threat. So they've done a nice job not letting him get any room to run. Carlisle offense back out there, and again it's Wyckoff, and again Norville not giving up that edge. Nice disciplined play there by Norville out on the edge. Wyckoff still was able to get out and get about 6 or 7, but with his speed, just absolutely can't give him the edge. So good job there by Norville. Number 81 out there for Lewis Central. I'm a little confused on who that is. The program. I think the program's right there. I'm not sure. I have to check for sure. But anyway, here we go with Carlisle. That's Reed on the carry. Ethan Reed again on the carry for Carlisle. No, I'll take that back. That might have been number 32, Nick Coggy. Like number 32, Nick Coggy on the carry there. And looks like the clock is going to run down to the end of the third quarter, and it does, with the Titans leading 42-7 over Carlisle. 7-7. Come out, put up two quick scores here in the third quarter, stretch that lead out to 42-7, which has resulted in a continuous clock. Titans scores in the third quarter. Max Duggan with a quarterback sneak from 2 yards out for the Titans' first score of the half, pushed the lead out to 34-7. Titan defense with a stop and get the ball back, set up a nice drive, got inside the 15-yard line and set up a screen to Fricky. He went in untouched for the score. 2-point conversion run by Duggan was good. And here we sit 42-7 here at the start of the fourth quarter. Carlisle offense back out on the field. They have the ball sitting at about their own 31. Like I said, 12 minutes to go here at the start of the fourth quarter, and the clock will run continuously. So unless Carlisle can put score up on the board, this 12 minutes will go by pretty quickly. Sack, there we go. There's Kobus again. Wyckoff rolling out, looking for a receiver. Nothing there. Kobus read it just like he did right before the half. Kobus with another sack on Wyckoff. Just nothing there for Wyckoff, and he's a pretty smart player. He's not forced anything, and just nothing there. And good job by Kobus of running that play down. So looks like Logan Jones off the field. So it looks like some subs maybe making their way onto the field for Lewis Central. 62, Cale Gunther in the game for Lewis Central. Wyckoff again back to pass, but just no time to throw. His pass is incomplete. Julian Brown and Kobus again on the pressure. So it will be 3rd and 19 for Carlisle. Try to get some scores to you here. Appreciate all the updates we get from KMA. They do a great job of keeping us posted. Wyckoff looks like trying to set up a screen in the middle of the field. His pass intended for number 22, Bryce Murray, is going to fall incomplete. So 4th and 19 for Carlisle here. And yep, there they go. Titans started to bring their punt return team on the field. Carlisle didn't appear to look like they were for sure going to punt, but their punt team is on the field here. Clock runs just about to run inside 10 minutes. Simmons back to receive the punt here. Nice high spiral punt. Simmons the fair catch, and he'll haul it in right at midfield where the Titans will take over, leading 42-7, 9:40 to go. Looks like we got a final St. Albert 30-20 over Trainer. Shout out to Mike Roth. Mike back in Council Bluffs watching the game. Mike, good to have you tonight. I'm sure Mike, similar to Derek Naylor, a little yelling in his own living room. Not the first time, not the last time. Looks like Brett Kobus in at quarterback now for Lewis Central. His handoff to Gittens goes nowhere. Carlisle defense bottles up Gittens at the line of scrimmage. Lost a little bit. Like Brett Kobus in now, directing the Titan offense as the clock runs. Like I said, where this fourth quarter is going to be over here shortly. So the Titans getting some second teamers in here, getting them out on the varsity field, getting some experience. smart. Let's get on the road, get home, and get ready for a couple city battles in the next 2 weeks. Get some young guys some reps here. Gittens again, fighting for some tough yards. He's going to get about 5 or 6 up the middle. Bring up a 3rd and 6 for Lewis Central. Try to get you some names of the Titans that are out there in the field. Got Jonah Pomrinke, Knights are in there at receiver, Kobus at quarterback. Trevor Griffin still out there on the offensive line. 7, Evan Mutum. Dorvance Claremont. Eli Jones still in there. Looks like Caleb Putnam still in there. Mason Lucy still in there. Oh, Kobus' throw out to the flat, intended for Pomrinke. Just falls short. So it'll be a 4th and 6 for Lewis Central. Looks like number 74, Brandon Templeman, in now at right tackle. So the Titans getting some guys out there, getting some reps for second teamers. Just build that depth. There'll be times during the year where it's football, injuries happen, and some of those guys have to be ready to step in. So this playing time, you can get these guys in varsity games on Friday nights, just not the same as what you're going to get Monday on a JV game. So it's good to get a lead and get some guys out there and get some experience and build some depth. So Nettles out to punt. Nice high kick for Drake. Bounces. Ooh, just couldn't get there. Good effort by Drake. He bounced at about the 7. Got another bounce at about the 2. Titans just couldn't get to it. So it'll bounce in the end zone. And I was wrong. Change of possession. Apparently the clock does not stop. So the clock continues to run. We're down almost to the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Titans leading 42-7. Some more second team guys, some younger guys getting in there. Evan Wellman, number 70, in at D-line, coming off an injury. Looks like we got number 13, Jonah Pomrinke, out there on defense. Jake Lear still out there. Knights are still out there. Bryson Bowman in at linebacker. Logan Katz are now in at linebacker.
Now quarterback for the Wildcats, Carson Dunn.
Looks like Sean Hart out there for Lewis Central. Carlisle, let's see if they've subbed yet or not. We had 62 Sean Hart and Jake Lear in the Carlisle backfield there. I didn't pick up who the runner was on that. Looks like we have number 8, Carson Dunn, sophomore, in at quarterback for Carlisle. 21, Derek Tingle in the game. Taylor Futrell in the game for Carlisle. So both teams getting some guys experience. Looks like Nate Fields in the game now for Lewis Central back at safety. Dorvance Claremont there. Big play here for Carlisle. Number 32 there, Nicholas McCoy on the carry. Nice tackle there by Nate Fields, stuck in there and made the tackle, and he was the last guy left. So McCoy was running hard, and a nice job by Nate there. Nate doesn't make that play, he's probably gone. So 3rd and 3 here for Carlisle. McCoy again. Looks like he's got a first down, so they'll move the chains. Carlisle with a first down. Last update we got, 6.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Heelan 21-7 on Glenwood. McCoy again running hard. Both teams continuing to play physical with their backups in. Dunn, quarterback. Caden Souther in the game now for Lewis Central. Number 89, number 43, Preston Stuvey in the game now, Lewis Central. Cats are there on the tackle for Lewis Central. I have a hard time picking out the Carlisle runners. Their jerseys are kind of bunched up, and I have a hard time figuring out numbers from where I'm at, but try to let you know who's in for Lewis Central at this point. I think I've gotten everybody that's out there right now. Let's see here. Nick Wolf. Looks like Nick Wolf's in on the linebacker for Lewis Central. Here again goes to McCoy. Looks like Titan sideline. Well, the way the Titan sideline reacted, it looked like the ball might have popped out here, and it did. Fumble. Couldn't tell if that was Katzer. Katzer was around the ball. Looked like Katzer either knocked it loose or recovered it, but Carlisle puts the ball on the carpet, and Titans come up with it, and they will take over probably one or two plays, and we'll run out the clock here. 1:42 to go, and we got timeout. Timeout Carlisle with 1:42 to go. So clock will stop here real quick. 1:42. Titans a convincing 42-7 lead here in Carlisle. Messed up and called Carlisle Clarinda about 5 times tonight, so I guess I'll give a Clarinda score. Looks like Clarinda, they're tied late in that game. They went down 28-21 to Red Oak. Denison final 42-6 over AL. Last update we had was still 2014 Harlan over Sergeant Bluff in the fourth quarter. TJ is 63-43 over Sioux City North, so see TJ getting their high-powered running attack going this week. Last I heard, maybe Cameron Baker was found the end zone 4 or 5 times. St. Albert, I believe, was final. We mentioned Tri-Center, big lead. Some of the area scores. Got to get my alma mater in there. Freeburg boys. Tri-Center throwing touchdowns at each other. Okay, so Titans take over here after the timeout. Cobus hands it to number 6, Jamison Wilcox in the game. He gets a couple hard-fought yards, got some contact on him in the backfield, and he fought, picked up a couple yards. Chris Siefkin in on the offensive line here for Lewis Central. Pomeranke, Souther, Fields, Claremont, Wellman, hand off again to Wilcox. He gets a couple more, and that probably need one more play here. 3rd and 5 for Lewis Central. Clock ticks under 40 seconds. Looks like we're going to need to run one more play. Well, yep. Play clock starts 31 on the game clock, about 8-second difference here. So this will be the last play. Cobus in the gun with Wilcox. Souther, the H-back. Job by Cobus there. Takes the snap with 1 second. Wilcox get a little space. Ooh, he's hit hard. Nice little run there by Wilcox, but he's met and hit hard. Number 19, Jacob Imhoff. And that'll be the game. Titans with a convincing, impressive 42-7 win over Carlisle. So the Titans go on the road for the first time this year. Battle a little adversity with some bus issues. Showed up here at Carlisle considerably later than Coach Duggan would have liked. Good that the Titans were able to fight that adversity, and you always, as a coach, are reluctant and worried about that first big road trip, especially this one, biggest road trip that we'll have in the regular season at least. And so Titans handled it well, come out all business. Max Duggan led the offense on 2 first half impressive drives. Josh Simmons strikes on a punt return, a special teams game, and the Titans were off. Carlisle did not go away. They put a score up before the halftime, and Drake Nettles was a couple second quarter field goals, one a 54-yarder. Titans led 27-7 at halftime and never looked back. Came out, put up a couple scores in the second half. So impressive win for the Titans, and they will take it. We'll be back home, I believe. No, next week we are, I believe, on the road across town against AL. The inter-city rivalry that I never know what can happen in those inter-city games. So we'll see all the Titans next week at AL. Most likely have not been able to broadcast from AL in the past, so guessing maybe not next week. But we'll get the word out this week whether or not that'll happen or not. AL typically does not let us broadcast. So if not, we'll see you next week. If not, we'll see you 2 weeks. TJ with a big inter-city game against TJ. AL next week, TJ the week after. So a couple fun inter-city games coming next week, and then the Titans will step into district play. So impressive 42-7 win. Lewis Central goes to 2-0. We'll see you next week. Go Titans.